Alright, boys, we're going to talk about this very controversial question on the final shape. We're going to talk about a lot of things on the showcase. We're going to talk about stuff from Witch Queen, Beyond Light, Lightfall. So I definitely recommend you guys go check out the showcase before you watch this video if you haven't already. But other than that, I hope you guys do enjoy, and please be sure to subscribe as we are trying to get the 30K. I still got some copies of Final Shape 2 giveaway. I hope you guys can join our community, get a chance to win at those, and, you know, just tell me your thoughts on the newest showcase. But other than that, let's get right into it. So this is going to be a very big question, and I want all of you to know that some of this is speculation, and this is coming from me. This ain't coming from a game developer, because guess what? I'm not a game developer. I'm a content creator. I don't know how much time it takes to create a subclass. I don't know how much time it takes to make an ability. I just don't. I don't think, unless you became a game developer at Bungie, that you really understand that. Now, let's address the possibility of it not happening. It makes sense in a way, because I was looking at some of these blog posts talking about how that Destiny 2 Final Shape expansion shouldn't have a new subclass, and long story short, because it would interfere with other core aspects of that expansion, such as the campaign giving a bad experience. Like last year with Strand, you could say that the campaign really suffered due to the delivery of Strand. In the narrative front, in terms of the ability front, Strand was amazing. I just love the gameplay of Strand, and I would have loved to see the gameplay of a third Darkness subclass. In terms of the narrative, Bungie didn't deliver on that, and put Strand as the center front in terms of the very end of the Light and Dark saga, when we should have been learning more about Neomuna, Callus, the Veil, etc. So I wanted to put that out there. I don't know if the feedback from that made them think, okay, we're not going to add another Darkness subclass because it would interfere with the story, but I've seen Bungie done it before. They have made Forsaken, they have made Beyond Light. Of course, Beyond Light was not as great as a lot of people said, but you understand that they made a story, and then they made a subclass that was with that story, and it didn't really interfere too much. And if it did, it was acceptable. It made sense. You know what I mean? And it wasn't taking away from the core front of that said story's plot. Aramis got stasis. We had to go stop her. Fight fire with fire or ice with ice. We got stasis. We froze her to death, and then she came back 2 years later. But that, you get the point. You know what I mean? With Strand, it was all over the place, and it really, again, interfered with the story. Now, would I see another Darkness subclass happening if the other 50% of me was on board with it? Yes, because I think that if Bungie was to say that they want to make this expansion one of the most high-level experiences and probably one of the most unique times in the Light and Dark saga on day one, one of the most sickest thing I would ever see is a Darkness subclass dropping without me actually noticing that on day one. Think about it. How cool would it be if Bungie kept it from the marketing for a reason, because they wanted to keep everyone, again, not expecting that? I would have loved Witch Queen to be that they wouldn't reveal the Hive Guardians and the Lucent Brood, because if that was the case, Witch Queen would have been such a more of a surprise to me, and it would have just made the expansion way better because I wouldn't have noticed it. If you didn't kill Cade in Forsaken, and you played through the first mission and he dies, that would be crazy, because again, you wouldn't be expecting it. I love the secrecy, and I love not expecting things. Obviously, with Stasis and Strand, we expected it because we got revealed of it 6 months ago. Now, looking at the other picture, we did see a video a couple weeks ago, a month ago, looking at a person transmatting into the helm with a red subclass, a new super icon, and again, like I just said, the color red. And a lot of people are probably wondering, what was that? Is that still true? Is that fake? Again, time to tell right now, because we don't know anything in terms of the credibility on that. A lot of people have said that is apparently more looking to be a credible and a true source because it came from ArtStation, or it came from a Bungie employee when they were working on Season of the Deep. So to see that and then to see it not happen, it's strange. I feel like I wouldn't expect Bungie to make a subclass and then say at the very last minute, no, we're not going to do it, and then cut all the work and production on that subclass and abilities out of the game and out of their team, because then they're just wasting time, and I don't think they want to waste time on the last expansion of the year. They want to go, or well, last expansion of the Light and Dark Saga, they want to go all out on this expansion. They really do, I think. I think they want to. They literally said they want it to be an Avengers Endgame type aesthetic in one of their interviews at the post show or something, and it looks exactly like that. And did Avengers Endgame slow down at all? No. It progressed so much, and it was probably the best conclusion to the MCU. But again, that's the MCU. This is Destiny. Two entirely different things. Now, another part of me literally thinks that there is going to be another Darkness subclass because the showcase left me incomplete. I felt like I missed 20 to 15 minutes of the showcase when it concluded. I felt like I didn't really see, a lot of stuff. I talked about this in my thought videos on the showcase that I felt like, why didn't they reveal more about beyond the episodes? Why didn't they reveal about more on Marathon Matter or the TV shows? Why didn't they reveal more stuff on the destination and more of the ability changes? Why did they keep a lot of it secret? And recently they've been keeping the season secret till the day it comes out, so I don't really like that fact. But you get the point. They've been leaning more towards that secrecy, and I don't think too many people are happy with that once, or in a time when Bungie is in a bad spot right now with the community. Now, I know this is one of the most critical and detrimental times for a Destiny player because it's really hasn't been the best in the last couple of months. And the showcase was a make it or break it. But a lot of people have said this is like a 5 out of 10, 7 out of 10 showcase. I haven't really seen a lot of positive reactions to the showcase because, one, it wasn't really focusing again on the problems of the game in the last couple of months. I know that wasn't the delivery of the showcase and what the purpose of the showcase was, but it really wasn't making people like, oh my gosh, this is going to be one of the sickest showcases I've ever watched. It just feels like, okay, another showcase, another expansion, looks like the exact same. Asula pointed out in one of his videos that there's no huge point to buying this expansion than another one. Strand was a huge point for the Lightfall marketing, if you want to say, or the Lightfall purchase, because that was something entirely unique. Same thing with Beyond Light. Stasis, Witch Queen, of course Void 3.0 was free, but the whole aesthetic, the old theme, the weapons, the glaives, you get the picture at all these things that came out. It really made this expansion way more unique than something like Beyond Light and Shadowkeep. With the final shape, I see a brand new destination. Again, it looks amazing, but is it another destination? Just as we were always expected, yes. The new supers, which again, I don't know, will be free or, imagine if the supers are free. That would be crazy. I don't know if they're with Final Shape or not. But again, one new super. I don't think that's going to carry over as well as something like Strand or something like Void Arc or Solar 3.0. And again, a raid, a dungeon key, all the stuff that we are expecting every single year. There's no space combat. There's no huge power level rework. I know there's a big rework to power level, not the rework I was expecting, but there is a rework. There's not a huge focus on Gambit. There's still things out there that I'm quite a little bit disappointed and I thought was going to be revealed in the showcase. Is that telling you that, hey, this creator right over here that I'm watching has very high expectations out of Bungie, you should be playing this game because I'm expecting way too much. I care about this game as much as anyone would. Now, I want it to succeed than any other game. Every time when I tell people I'm a Destiny creator, they always say Destiny is a dead game, and I try to persuade them saying it's not, because I feel like it's not, and I know it's not. But when it goes into these bad spots, I need to be completely honest with you guys, and that's what I'm being honest with you here. I'm giving it a 50-50, because half of me knows that I shouldn't give high expectations on things anymore since the release of Lightfall, but another half of me knows that Bungie can pull it off if they really want to make this the expansion of the lifetime, and I think they can. I don't know if a subclass is necessary for the Final Shape to succeed, but the purpose of this video is to tell you, could there be one? Absolutely. Do we know if there's one? We don't know anything. And that's kind of where I'm scared when it comes to day one of Final Shape. I'm very happy that I'm going to be able to play it day one and see all the secrets and see how exciting it is to play this final expansion of the Light and Dark Saga, 10 years up to the making. But is it scary that after I finish the campaign and raid, what is there to do now? Why was there a point to buy this expansion? They need that to be their focus goal. Why should I buy the Final Shape? What's unique about it? Is it just going to be nostalgic bits, just bits and pieces from older past expansions? Is there going to be a huge reason why I should buy this? And I feel like a subclass is one of those critical ones from previous expansions that got people to buy that said expansion because it provided something new to the gameplay, provided a new way to play and the lore and story behind it. And I feel like there was a lot of hype going into this thinking there was going to be another subclass. I thought the original plan with Beyond Light, Witch Queen, and Lightfall was 3 Darkness subclasses. I don't think the plan was to go back to the Light subclasses and make them 3.0, so you get the picture there. But yeah, that really wraps up this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know your thoughts on it, because I know this is a question a lot of people has been asking about. But yeah, bye guys.